And as we bring these technologies out, the grid comes down. We don't need it anymore. When there's a snowstorm or hurricane or whatever, you don't lose power because you're not dependent on a grid that's going to be torn down by ice and snow and wind. Then, as time goes forward, anything that you need in the house for energy, you have, it can be in a closet in the basement, not have to be outside. It doesn't depend on the solar. All the wiring and the things you plug in, you don't need wires. All these wires, it's a clutter of wires. You don't need them because every device will have its own source of energy. This could have been done decades ago, solid state. And here's your, Los Angeles, where we are right now. And you see, what it is. You live here. God bless you all. But as we bring these out, all these freeways will be replaced. All the lines and power lines will go away. We can float above the surface. And in every city in the world, we're going to see this transformation, every village in the world. And this can be done, this part of it, in about 20, 30, 40 years. Now, the things that fly, the electrogravitic, all those cool UFO thingies, that's going to depend on whether we become peaceful. What do I mean? Look at this. The nice thing about that is that you don't need a surface road. However, if you're a violent sociopath, that's a missile delivery system. So the first phase that should have happened in the 20s would be the energy. The second phase, when we have a peaceful world, a secure peace that is enforceable. And initially it's going to be the peace of the chained rabid dogs, because there's always sociopaths who will try to take one of these UFO type technologies and deliver a bomb into downtown LA. So that's going to have to wait until we actually have a just and peaceful planet. That may take a lot more than 20 years, maybe not. And then you have this where medical healing. I was in a lab underground on the Mexican-Texas border near El Paso, where they had technologies where it's classified, where a severed limb could be regrown. A severed spinal cord can be regrown. I saw it. It's highly classified. So medicine, being a doctor, I'll tell you, it would be totally different. And then we have these cities, eventually where you're just floating, there are guided pathways, the ground is pristine, and then we're going out into space. So everyone remember where our destiny is. Our destiny is not just Earth, it's the whole cosmos. And how is that going to be possible? The only way we're allowed to go outside our solar system is if we become a peaceful, universally peaceful civilization. Otherwise, it's locked down. We are considered a planet that is dangerous and armed. And let's hold with this. This is so beautiful. I want to share this story because this is where I want to share the vision of where we're really going, the big, big picture. So about 100 years ago, we entered a new era, a cycle, universal cycle, the duration of which is 500,000 years. The last one that just closed, they call them yugas in the Sanskrit, was about 450,000 years. We're the crossover generation. We're the last 100 years. So far, we've gotten it very wrong, but we can fix it. When I was a little boy growing up in a shack in North Carolina, poor, dirt poor, I would walk around as a 3, 4, 5-year-old, and I would hear the planes. This is like 1950s, early 60s. And I knew in my heart of heart, this shouldn't be here. I see belching diesel. I said, why is this here? I actually knew in my intuitive self that something was wrong. We had gone way off path. And this was the 50s. And I could just felt it. I remember